So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
So that's got things underway. And he's going long. And he's managed to get himself offside. Gets it upfield. Oh, good interception. Zé Maria. Rincon. And it's got through. Tries to locate someone up front. Try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. A real chance to break. Hoists it forward. The keeper's ball. Forward it goes. Adriano.
Well, the fact that we haven't had an attempt on goal is becoming an embarrassing reflection on these teams.
Played out to the right. He's got options out wide. And he's cut it out. Shoots! Straight at the keeper.
That's just literally playing into his hands.
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Gone back to the keeper. And the finish! Decent enough try. That'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. To review the first half.
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Already up and running for the second half. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? And now they can launch a counter. Looks to dink one in. And that's been levered clear. Surely. Chance to shoot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot shine. Great leap!
He's missed, but not by that far.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
There's a long ball. Done very well to intervene. Tried to play it through.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He was set on rounding it off in fitting style, but he couldn't make it fit.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. It's going to be a double change then. Knocks it away. Shot at goal! Rincon. Di Maria. Oh, sweet feet. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal.
Goes for goal! And that's been won straight back. Turns and goes back. Danger averted for now. So that's it. It is all over. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, that was an exercise in teamwork, cohesion and doggedness, Peter. A refusal to accept defeat.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. And that gets things running. Goes long. Well played, he saw that coming. Out to the left it goes. He's had a go! Vidic. Zaccardo. No question, that's a foul. Plays it out to the wing. Chance! Real chance!
Look, if you defend so carelessly, it's going to prove costly, and to afford that sort of room to somebody, you know, what are they expecting? To get away with it? It's not going to happen.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Oh, good interception. Tries to stroke it through. He's got options out wide. Over to the left. What an adventurous run from a defender. Chance! There's the shot!
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Tries to get it forward quickly. It over to the other flank. Out to the right. Zaccardo. Play for a throw. More than happy to take the muscular approach. And help's available out wide. And he's there to hoof it away. Gorgeous control there. There are a few waiting for it. Ball's gone out of play. And the shot! And the whistle goes for half-time. So there you have it, a close fought half of football. It still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with the first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain the momentum now and finish the job.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're already into the second period.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Oh, real danger here. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Cuts it out. Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Gets good distance on it. And that's been won straight back. Danger averted for now. He's in space and looking for options. He's there to get rid. Hardly anything between the sides. And it's 1-0. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Well positioned to make that interception.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Going, hits one! Oh, and that should have been two.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
There's going to be another change here.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
It is just a question of running down the clock now. Gets wrestled off the ball.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue the situation. It needs to be any time now, really.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And there goes the final whistle. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it. But that was enough. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, to me, this is a result, Peter, that says an awful lot more than the scoreline suggests. You know, after the goal, the team just settled down and looked surprisingly comfortable and didn't really need to work too hard.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition. And we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
So that's got things underway. And he's going long. And he's searching, goes for goal! Oh, how good is he! A finish of the highest order. The ideal start.
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Plays it over to the other flank. Great strength, too strong for his opponent, and help's available out wide. He gets past his man. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Oh, defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. There has been just the early goal here, and the score is 1-0. Good ball. Chance! Nice, but not quite the end product required.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Repelled by the keeper. Massive leap! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Battles to win it back. Over to the left. Played back in. Well positioned to make that interception. Forward it goes. And the counter is on. He's left his man. Can he find a finish now? Chance to shoot! They scored! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
It's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And they've been caught out here. Looks to clip it forward. And that has been clubbed away. Swung over into the middle. Has a pop! And it's half-time here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first-half success with another show of strength?
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A two-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. We're already back underway here. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. Too long. Hoists it forward. Dinked in. Oh, what face, please. Had a shot! Danger averted for now. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. And it's played forward. Pings it out wide. And that's sprayed out wide. Gets the better of his man. Tries to get it forward quickly. Gets it back. Going for goal! No, he couldn't find the finish.
And he could have eased the pressure on his team by taking them within one of an equaliser.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Herrera. He's had a goal! They are rampant! And they are cruising away. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, show great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
The changes then in quick succession. 3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Looking to break out here. Hoists it high. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. And that's that. Demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. So, Tim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, if ever there was a good tone setter for a football match, that was it. First minutes, first shot, first goal, and it set them up.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here, and we just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. Some beautiful scenes here inside the MINEIRO. It certainly retains all of its original character despite all of the modernisations and modifications of recent times. And already we're underway here. Tries to get it forward quickly. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Hoists it forward. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, when the options aren't quite present in the box, it's the crosser's interest to hold on for the support.
Played out to the right. Battles to win it back. A real chance if he can get through. Plays it out to the flank. So who's he picking out? In comes the delivery. Away from immediate danger. And it's played forward. Here it is! Has a hit! Curado is flagged offside. There's a long ball, and that's been levered clear. And it's hoisted clear. Driving on, he could shoot here.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Out to the right. Curado. Room for a shot. Oh, Red, he sorted that out. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we're already back underway here. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? Forward it goes. Looks to dink one in. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Robin. Some good work on the right flank now. Real chance! Lacking in accuracy. Robin. Fernando! Decent enough try.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Cuts it out, hoists it forward. And the weighted pass. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Shoots! Same again, same outcome.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good. Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
He's made sure that that won't get through. And the defence can get it clear.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Real chance to break. Plays it out to the wing. Played back in. Shot at goal! Danger averted for now. And that was the final act of the game. A nearly game until the very end. And it finishes 0-0. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
Well, we're on the way. Tries to dink it in. A chance! Big chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Still a cracking effort. Really looked like a man on a mission the way he went through on goal.
One through here. And the ball's come out. In for the follow-up.
Well, they won't be deterred from trying again, Peter. They have the bit between their teeth now.
Hoists it forward. Can't get the better of his opposite number. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Forward it goes. Gets it back. Bebeto. Well positioned to make that interception. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, that looks a foul. The referee's given it. Keeper's got good distance on that. Whipped in. Oh, that shoots! Still waiting for the first goal. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He's gone for it! It's there! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Palmeiras. The referee brings the first half to a close. So there you have it, a close sport half of football, but one that still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A decent game up to this.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. Already up and running for the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. He's got away. He's gone for it! Goal! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
This could hits one! Just off target.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Looks to thread it through. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Turns and goes back. Hits one! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
3 without reply. This is Memento! Good clearance and very necessary. Looks to clip it forward. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Gets it upfield. Well, that had to be more accurate. 5 minutes left on the clock. Tries to get it forward quickly. Fernando. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. That's a brilliant interception. The final whistle. Demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a solidity about them, almost as if they set up not to lose and see how things unfold. That eases the pressure on the strikers, who can afford to be patient, and it's all paid off.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. The way. Hit long and direct. Good ball. He gets past his man. Knocks it away. Battles to win it back. Right through the middle. Hits one! Defending of the desperate variety. Over to the left. Has a hit! It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Well, it was certainly an acrobatic effort, and it was probably the best option for him, but they're never easy to pull off.
Brown hoists it forward. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Fired deep towards the back post. No, that's too long. And it's played forward. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. It has got through to him. Has a pop! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Hernandez. Plays it out to the wing. Chance! It's off target and by quite a way. Forward it goes. Hernandez. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. There is the half-time whistle. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. Here we go again then. So deadlock still as the second half begins.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. He's there to receive it. Shot at goal! They've done it!
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
Forward it goes. What are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Corner then. Chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. And that's been levered clear. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Brown. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
He's had a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That's a decent ball. Has a goal! He can pounce on that. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Yeah, it's pretty...
Heads it! And in it goes! Two ahead, late in the day, game over surely. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Yeah, looks very much like the final nail in the coffin for me, I have to say.
Plays it long. Good ball over the top. Oh, real chance! You can get that clear. And time is up. Solid, if not especially fancy. Always in control, they did enough to win it. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
There's the whistle. Forward it goes. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Looks to clip it forward. Floats one over. And it's played forward. Cuts it out. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Hoists it forward. Gets it back. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again.
Well, both sides have actually looked poor going forward.
Chance! It's in! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Out towards the flank. Rudy. Steered forward. And he's there to hoof it away. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. The first half is done, so there you have it, a close sport half of football, but one that still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Chip through. He could be in here. Needed a better pass there. Rudy. Built as the single goal between the sides. That'll go straight through to the keeper. idea, just poorly executed. To the keeper and go again.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
He's away! Good challenge, excellent challenge.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of this.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Tries to get it forward quickly. Chance! Here comes another cross.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
And the referee brings it to a close. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, to me, this is a result, Peter, that says an awful lot more than the scoreline suggests. You know, after the goal, the team just settled down and looked surprisingly comfortable and didn't really need to work too hard.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. MINEIRO, a truly impressive arena here, high up in the great altitude of Belo Horizonte. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
So it's down to business here. Looks to dink one in. Quick glance at goal. And the shot! That's good distance on it. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Plays it out to the wing. Has a goal! Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose! Floats one over. And it's got through. That had to be more accurate. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. Falcao. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Hoists it forward. So it is still 0-0. And it's played forward. It's a throw. And out to safety. Out for a throw. Defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have been aware that he had options to his left.
Well, that's where he wants it. What an adventurous run from a defender. Tries one!
Oh, it's die-hard defence, and
the referee's had a look. And he's blown his whistle for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. And in closing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. That gets things going for the second half.
well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
Has a hit! And that has skimmed the post.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Stevens. They continue each to cancel the other out. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? That's a good ball to find him. Shapes to shoot! It's in! Deflection may or may not have made a difference. Little matter, it is his. Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, we certainly had to wait for it, Peter. Now a difficult decision, is it?
He's had a go! No mistake! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
It's a brilliant interception. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
Look, this can still...
Chance! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
Assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
So time is nearly up. Shoots! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof!
Now, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
It's found its way to him. And that's that. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit,